Hello, guys. How's it going? It's Mr. Sanchez here, and I'm coming at you with another lesson. All right, this time we're coming with you with a lesson for geometry, and it's going to be lesson 9-4, rotations. Okay, our learning target for today is to perform rotations on the coordinate plane. We're going to first define our word. Okay, we talked about rotation. What is a rotation? A rotation is a transformation that maps points across a circular arc. It preserves the distance of each point to the center of the rotation. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. And let me just and then here are the transformation rules. Okay, sorry about that. I got kind of confused. These are the rules if you have a clockwise rotation. So that means if you're moving like a clock, you're gonna start here and you're gonna go this way, just the way a clock would move. And if you want to rotate 90 degrees in that direction, you're going to follow this rule. You want to rotate 180 degrees, you follow that rule. And if you want to rotate 270 degrees, you'll follow this rule. Generally speaking, though, we do not really like clockwise rotations in math. Our favorite type of rotations are what we call counterclockwise rotations. And this is a standard notation. We like going this way against the general direction of a clock. That's called counterclockwise. Right? And the rules for these type of rotations are these. It's going to be, if you want to go 90 degrees in this direction, it's going to be this. If you want to go 180 degrees, this is the rule. If you want to go 270 degrees, that's the rule. You'll notice that if you go this way, this is counterclock. But if you were to rotate going this way, it would be clockwise. So you really only have to remember one of them, and then just know going backwards would be the other one. But yeah, let's go ahead and do some examples, all right? And then we're gonna call it a day. All right. So we're gonna go on right here. Okay. So our first example, example 1, right, says rotate 90 degrees about the origin, right? So this is our point of origin, and that's all we're gonna focus on, our origin. We're gonna rotate 90 degrees. One thing, if it doesn't tell you to go clockwise or counterclockwise, I want you guys to know if the direction of rotation is not stated, always assume counterclockwise. So if we don't tell you which way to go, assume we're gonna go this way. Okay. And so let's go ahead and just these points. I already have the locations of the points, but I can just rewrite it. All right. So L is gonna be 1, -2. K is 4, -1, and J is 2, -2, no, that's +2. 1 second. And J is gonna be J. Let me see. It's gonna be +2 and -3. So +2, -3. All right. So now we gotta do is apply this following rule to all of our. Sorry about that. Oops, like this. Nope. Like that. All right. All we gotta do is follow this rule right here, and we're basically done for and we're gonna be basically done, right? So if we follow this rule, we're gonna turn this our first value here is gonna be our y value to a negative. So right here we're gonna have -2, right? And then our x value is gonna be our new y value, so we're gonna have 1. So really, this is gonna be negative. Negative is gonna be positive. So we're gonna have 2, 1 as our first point, right? And we can find that. We're gonna find 2, 1, and that's gonna be L. All right, now we're gonna do the same thing for K. We're gonna do negative of our y value, which here is -1. So we're gonna do -1. And then we're just gonna move our x value to the y value area. So we're gonna have 4, which means we really have 1, 4 for K. So let's find that 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So our K is gonna go right here. And now all we have to do is repeat the same process for all of these for the last point. So our last point, we're gonna do -3 for our x value, right? And then 2 for our y value, which really means negative 6 is +3, 2. So let's go ahead and find that 1, 2, 3, 2. And that's gonna be our J, right? So now all we gotta do is connect our points or dots, and you'll see we've done a 90-degree rotation. Okay, and that's pretty straightforward. Okay, All right, next what we're gonna do is we're gonna show you a 180-degree rotation. All right. The cool thing about 180-degree rotations is it's the same whether you're going clockwise or counterclockwise. Okay. And oops, I left the answers here. So let's just erase some of these, and we'll see. Let's see. Those answers are wrong. This is my second time recording this video because I realized there was a mistake the first time around. Okay. All right, so this is our rule for our rotating 180 degrees. All right, and so we're just gonna follow it. We're just gonna turn all our numbers into the negative versions of that, right? So we're just gonna go ahead and do that. So we're gonna do negative x, which is -4, and negative y, which is 0. So all that means is when it's 0, you keep it at 0. And so our u is gonna be at -4, 0. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 0. All right, and that's our u. Now we're going to repeat the same thing, but we'll do it with t. So our t is going to become negative. So we're going to have -2. And then our -5 is going to become -5, which is +5. So now we have +5. We got to look for that +5. So we're going to go -2, 1, 2, and +5, which is up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, last but not least, we're going to look for the last point, right? So we're going to go -5, right? Because we want to change the x into negative x, which is -5. And then we try and change our y into negative y. So what's -5? There's going to be +5. So we're going to go to -5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then go up 5 steps, and that's going to be our v. And this is t. And now all you got to do is connect our points, and you'll notice that we've done a 180-degree rotation. So all the way over here around the origin. Okay, and that's basically it, guys. All you have to do is follow these rules that are on here, and you'll be able to rotate any image. All you have to do is find out where the x and y values of those points, and then just move them. Your homework's going to be based on this, and you're going to have an IXL assignment based on this. If you have any questions, just show up to our Zoom meetings, and I'll be able to help you out. And if you're on YouTube, just leave a comment and I'll see if I can get back to you. All right, guys. Bye-bye.